Okay, I was asked about fixing a seam on this object here. This is from one of my viewers, and they're having a problem with the actual seam of the UVs. When I open up in Max, everything's nice and clean. The only thing I was wondering about was maybe this seam being down at the edge of the UV causing an issue, and as far as I can tell, that doesn't seem to be the case, because that would be up here. But I'll test it again. So, but anyway, I'm seeing more seams than I realized. Okay, I see. Never mind. I'm hit to the situation. So yeah, what I want to do is test out, make sure it works here as well as it works down down here. I was able to get a test run working. So here's again to kind of do it again. I just threw an iron damage on here, and if I want to pass through everything, it's going to be the layer above it that I want to apply it to. So I'm going to do a normal layer, and it's here that I want to make sure that I change these items, the layer type, for every one of these different types of images that are being used to create the image or the 3D, the surfacing of it. So if I go to base color, I want to make sure that the normal for my layer 2, which is where I'm going to sample, it's going to sample all the way down, but I'm going to use this as the paint layer, so I'm going to make sure that's passing through. So everything below it will go straight up the actual layer. Same thing with height and roughness, and of course metallic. I was able to get this to work just a few minutes ago, so let's see if this works again, because a lot of times you get different results with software and computers and situations. All right, I've got clone up and running relative to the source. I don't remember the sample. S Control V. I just used it. I actually didn't even. Actually, I don't even know if I sampled it. I know it's sampling because it's right there. You can see it's going right over that image and painting that seam right off. So I'm not sure what's happening with the particular person's issue. I think that the thing is just making sure that every one of these things are set up to pass through, and that way it'll capture everything below it. That's all I can offer at this point. And next thing you can do is probably just send me the substance file and making sure that we have the same version of 2019.3.3, which I need to get caught up and make sure I have the new version. I know it's prompted me to. So let's try to see if this helps, and if this doesn't, we'll just keep tearing at it and figuring it out. One thing that may have occurred to me when you're flipping through the pass-through blend modes on your layers, so make sure you're not actually affecting this particular set of images, because that's actually a global set and it's based on the display and not the actual paint. You can actually even see the normals are actually painting roughly right where I was stroking the sampling the mesh. So just be wary that it's not this one that you're trying to flip through, and it's the actual inside the layers window. Here's where I'm actually affecting it to pass through.